Hi guys, and today we are going to talk about the alternate history of Hermitcraft. If you do not know Hermitcraft, it is a survival multiplayer server composing of a lot of people like Grian and Mumbo. This man, Mumbo Jumbo, is a redstone genius that likes doors and vaults.
And vaults and things, and is this the vaults? Tell me about vaults. Vaults? I was sold on really good vaults. I'm a lover of the vaults. I think it's safe to say that I am the biggest vault advocate. Right.
One of his remarkable creations is the button, created on top of the nether roof. The button started as a social experiment to keep the button alive, while its life slowly depletes unless a hermit presses the button. The hermit who presses the button in the exact color time will be given a belt to brag on to the other hermits. But the hermits may or may not took the button so personally that it created another conflict among the hermits and almost made a second civil war.
Okay, this button is gonna cause a war. This button is gonna tear us apart. Why is it here? I can't believe it. This thing will be the cause of war. The next person who snipes my button.
But before any conflict ever happened on the server, the button unexpectedly exploded and died in a tragic explosive death, and thus marks the ending timeline of the button. But in our alternate history of Hermitcraft, what if? What if the button is still alive? What if the button didn't explode and still completely intact as of today? Would it start another civil war against the other hermits? In this episode of Alternate History of Hermitcraft, we are going to discuss this and divide them into three parts: the beginning, effect, and the aftermath. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more. And thank you for the support in the first episode of Alternate History, with over 2,000 views. If you haven't watched it already, go check it out. Anyways, enjoy the video. In the alternate timeline, where the button is still alive, the hermits are all divided. There will be discrimination and hate among the hermits, with the lower color tier than them.
No, this is just not good. This is not good. Unacceptable. You should all be ashamed.
The majority of the hermits, being green belters, are known to be a weaker belt tier, and the prominent or the minority, yellow, red, and orange belters look down on them, considering them to be a weaker tier. Outraged by the belittling, Exuma and Cubfan decided to found the Green Team, joined by Scar, Tango, and Foss, in an effort to unite all hermits with green belts. The Green Team shop owners made their prices cheaper for weaker belt tiers and expensive for red and orange belters, in an effort to encourage other hermits to join in the group. The move created a divide between the hermits and drastically affected the Hermitcraft economy. But these acts were not left unnoticed. Grian, currently a red belter, is angry about the prices in the shopping district becoming expensive and unfair. He then set out to create his own group, the Red Rebels, inviting Iskal and Mumbo into the rebellion. They wanted to rebel against the unfair prices made by the Green Team. With the two groups tippling into a civil war, there's a particular event that will set the flame to start it. With the server about to tip into utter chaos, the hermits decided to elect a mayor to keep the order and peace in the shopping district. Both sides of the belt colors agreed to elect a mayor in an effort to cool down the conflict with the button. It seems like the server will finally have peace and the conflict cooling down. But the Red Rebel leader, Grian, have a different plan in mind. Grian, being the campaign manager of Mambo, knows that Scar, being a Green Team member, will be backed by the Green Team that has more members, meaning that they will have the power to control the election and rule the shopping district. Grian devised a plan to counter this attempt and ordered his fellow Red Rebels and also encouraged some neutral hermits to only vote for Mambo as mayor to be able to win.
Any purchase of diamond blocks and you must support his campaign, support guarantee votes. In theory, we could have a lot of people running around with the t-shirt and the mustache.
Looking into the numbers, the Red Team seems to get the upper hand against the Green Team, with Mambo having barely more promised voters than his closest competitor, Scar. But Grian, being anxious, was not convinced of having the upper hand, and wanted to secure and solidify their victory using his final plan. The day before the election, Grian, being anxious, attempted to bribe Scar with a massive pile of diamonds for Scar to concede in the mayoral race. This plan was a great idea in Grian's part, since Scar is a poor man and likes to sit and lick the diamonds. But to Grian's surprise, Scar rejected the offer, and he failed to convince him. His failed attempt got to the ears of the public, leading to other hermits favoring Scar more to be mayor for not accepting the bribe. The Green Team used this swing of public opinion against the Red Team and set out propagandas to convince the people to vote for Scar instead of Mambo. The failed attempt of Grian in solidifying their victory made their chances of Mambo winning the election becoming slim. Election day, Mambo and Scar fought head-to-head for the votes of the hermits, but Scar, being backed by the Green Team, made Scar have the majority of the votes and was declared the official mayor of the shopping district. Scar, now being the mayor, have full authority and control over the shopping district. In an effort to make peace in the server, his first ordinance was to take down the symbol of war, the button, and end its life once and for all. With the end of the button, the once proud and high Red Rebels was dissolved, and the Green Team converted as the HEP in support for Mayor Scar to fulfill one of his promises in getting rid of the mycelium in the shopping district. But Grian, still driven by rage from losing the mayoral race, exiled himself and set out to make an underground base and start a new rebellion. This rebellion will be Grian's final attempt in revenge against the former Green Team. This rebellion is called the Mycelium Resistance. But hey, this is only a theory, an alternate universe theory. So, what do you think will happen next in this alternate history? The Mycelium Resistance winning or the HEP? Let me know and share your ideas in the comments down below. Anyway, this is Aryasor and thank you for watching Alternate History of Hermitcraft. Bye!